What's going on, everyone? Tallen back here, and today we are going to be going over the big question that I have been getting so much over in the last video I just posted about the Extreme Z Awakening event and on Twitter and everything like that. And I thought, you know what? Let's make a video about it. You know, there are different stages when it comes to going about this and what team to bring. So, as you can clearly see on the front page, I've got my trusty team builder up here. It's not mine, technically. It's DBZ Space. So shout out to DBZ Space and everything like that, man. You guys are awesome over there, as always. But they have this little team builder thing, and I know, like, D-Free uses this a lot in his videos, and I always like watching this because it actually allows me to pull some ideas and everything like that. So I was like, all right, you know what? I don't really do these kind of videos that often, but I thought instead of trying to show you gameplay and everything like that, because there are definitely certain stages that will change a little bit, I figured, you know what, I'm going to go over just sections essentially. So either in the top right corner and bottom left corner or something along those lines, and some corner of the video aside from where my face is, obviously, I'm going to have a part that will say, you know, like stages 1 to something, or 10 to something, or 15 to something, or whatever the case may be, and what teams I have personally used and what I've seen other people using to good success and also to not such great success, and just kind of give you guys an idea about what you can do, because there are definitely certain stages where you, as of right now, cannot beat this without certain cards. It is limiting, but it's not impossible, to say the least. I mean, I saw just recently a person on Twitter beat this event with a Super 17 lead, Super Vegito, Caulifla, Candy Vegito, all for dodging and blocking and mitigating and everything like, oh, and Golden Frieza. And then they relied on Devilman and the new Strength LR Goku that you can only get from 1,000 days that have it as a friend. And they took it down in like 50 seconds or something like that. I was just like, okay, sure, you know, I guess it kind of works. And then there's also that little video of Devilman actually doing the attack and everything, but he doesn't get it off 100%, and it only takes out like half of Goku's life bar, and then he gets killed. So I was like, there's many different things in here. So the computer, though, that I am currently using, though, it is just to my right a little bit. So I'm going to try and make it look like I'm talking to you guys, kind of showing you guys, kind of doing this kind of thing. So I'm sorry if I'm not directly looking at the camera the entire time. It's just that I have to be able to obviously look at the screen and everything like that. So yeah. So anyway, so we are, if you hear my mouse clicking, then, well, you guys kind of get the idea about why. So anyway, so let's get into this. And first off, before we go into anything, let's remind ourselves about what kind of things we need to watch out for when it comes to fighting against Goku's little Extreme Z Awakening here, okay? Now, as we all know, I talked about this in my video yesterday about what teams are most effective against him no matter what, and then what teams will start to slowly not do as well against him. So first off, we all know that Extreme Tech will be one of the best teams to take on this event no matter what. You can take it on from stage 1 all the way up. I mean, I'm assuming it goes up to stage 30 is when you get the last of the items and everything like that. Stage 31 and above is actually simply just getting Hercule statues for money. And so, like, right now, currently, I'm at like 38 or 39 or something like that. So you can keep going up. Someone, I think someone modded out to like 101 or something like that, or 200. I don't even remember. So it's just a way, you know, if you are playing it, I'm assuming like legitimately here and anything like that. Nothing gets modded. So if, hey, they have all the freedom in the world to do that if they want to. You know, they just like to play the game and have them spend any money. That's totally fine. But they, you know, it kind of shows us, you know, how far it goes and everything like that. So it's just a way to get more Zenny back, because this event definitely takes your Zenny. It eats your Zenny like no tomorrow. I went down from like, what, 900 million or 9 million or whatever the numbers were. I think it was probably 900 million. And I'm now down to like 300. I was just like, yeah, that went away pretty fast. So yeah. So anyway, so of course we know that Extreme Tech again is gonna be one of the best teams that takes this event on. Another one being the Rebirth category. Not so much, I would say, you know, it's not really technically the Rebirth. It's more like the Resurrected Warrior category essentially. So bringing people like SSJ3 Angel Goku, bringing along some of the Bardoks, you know, Golden Frieza, the whole 9 yards, and they are what will not only reduce incoming damage or incoming attacks that are done against them, but also they can dish out major damage against the Goku and everything like that. Just gotta be careful though when you get up into those higher stages and everything like that. So there's definitely a little bit of luck when it comes to that. And that is one thing to keep in mind, that is if there's a stage you just can't beat sometimes, it may not necessarily be your team. It's just that you get a really crappy rotation the first time around. But the nice thing about it is that if it's your first time trying to beat that stage, or until you actually beat it, you don't have to use any stamina, and it goes by pretty fast. So just go through your friends list, find another friend, and boom, you'll be able to find them. There are plentiful amount of friends out there. You'll be able to find some friend to your heart's desire. So that is the downside right there, is trying to guess like, okay, am I going to get the good rotation? Because there are definitely times where I got a rotation where it was like, hey, I got my Golden Frieza, I got my Angel Golden Frieza, and I got my Goku all in one rotation, and Goku Super Saiyan 3 agility that we are fighting all lands right where Golden Frieza is, and he can tank the whole thing. And there are other times I don't get Golden Frieza till the third turn. So again, do keep that in mind when you're going about this. So there is a little bit of luck when it comes to that kind of stuff. But anyway, those two teams are generally the best and everything like that. And then also keep in mind that as you go through the stages and everything, if you hit the button on the left side below, or next to where the big thing says, start battle, essentially like that, it will tell you what the rules of the stage are, essentially. What will do good damage, what's going to do bad damage, and all that kind of stuff. And when you start out, pretty much anything can hurt this Goku. But by the time you get to about stage 10, you're going to start seeing that agility types, strength types, and physical types will do reduced damage against them. It's not meant to say that they can't do well on the stage or help you out if you have a particularly really strong person there, but they will do reduced damage, okay? And eventually that's going to turn to agility, physical, strength, super, and extreme types of those types will do reduced damage. And then eventually it's going to be all super types, no matter what. All super types, even super tech, will be doing less damage against this event, which means your extreme types are really going to be doing the majority of the damage. So that right there, as you can probably guess already, leaves you with basically two options. Extreme tech, extreme intel. Those are the two that are not affected by it at all, okay, in terms of the attack damage that is going to be going out against us, okay? So again, that's just how it's going to be. You guys have seen the kanji. I showed you here and everything like that, and that's basically how it goes. Okay, so first off, let's go to the first stage. Okay, so this is going to be stages 1 to 15. I showed this in my video yesterday. If you haven't checked that video out, go ahead and check it out. It's literally like a day old by the time you're watching this, or it's the video right before this one, essentially. And you can go, and I show you guys that I can take down stage 15 of this event, because remember, there are place markers where you can, it's basically a checkpoint, essentially. That is a little bit of a downside. I'm not sure if this team could technically take on maybe stages 16 or 17, 20. I don't think it really can, but maybe 18 is possible. It's a little hard to say, but anyway, in terms of what this particular team right here, up until stage 15, you can bring whatever you want. Honestly, you can. I can take it on with this team right here that you are currently seeing, and I showed that in my video the other day. I know, again, a lot of people are going to ask me, why aren't you bringing this Goku right here? He is really awesome. You can really farm him up. He's got a high attack and everything. The dude can't take a hit to save his life. I swear I have to explain this in every single video. So once and for all, let's end the debate, and let's end it right now about why I do not bring this guy. A, leader skill. Krillin destroys it. There's no point in him being the leader skill. 2, yes, he is a hard hitter, but with some of these events, you don't have as much health as you would under a double 120% leader category lead. And if this guy's getting hit for 40k, or I'm going to have my LR Goku or my Bulma or something like that taking a lot less damage, yeah, no question about it, he's out. Sorry, Goku. It really is. It's unfortunate, but you're gone. So yeah. Anyway, so this is the team I pretty much bring. The Piccolo and the Jackie Chun kind of switch out. Piccolo will guard against incoming damage against agility types, whereas Jackie Chun can seal. So as it got harder and harder, that's why I brought Piccolo and everything. If you guys have seen like my boss rush video and everything like that, I brought Jackie Chun because he deals with sealing up the enemy, which is really nice, and then obviously people take a lot less damage and everything like that. So, but with this, I find it's just not, he's not really needed as you keep going higher into stages. So up until stage 15, this team right here can take down the Extreme Z Awakening Goku event, no problem. If this team can take it down, then for the most part, pretty much any other team can take it down. Obviously, taking a full strength team is, suicide, because especially by the time you're getting to stage 15, strength cards already do reduce damage because of the stage itself, not to mention type disadvantage, so don't even think about asking for that challenge or anything like that. But yeah, so anyway, so up until about stage 15, these guys can take it down, no problem. Again, it was in my video, easy peasy, okay? Then, going from stage 16 to 20, that's where it starts to get a little harder. I have a feeling maybe this team could do stage 20 if I got super lucky on a lot of things, but I don't want to have to rely on that. So the next part is going to be this next builder, and these are actually going to be combined. It's going to be both the extreme tech stage, or the extreme tech teams, or guys that you can bring, and then also the rebirth leaders, essentially, or rebirth warriors, essentially, category, whatever you want to call them, essentially. That's what it's going to be. Okay, so first off, let's look at extreme tech. Okay, we all know extreme tech already has a pretty good advantage when it comes to this. The one downside, though, is that if you're bringing Brawly, you got to make sure that Brawly is not taking the hits for you. He reduces the damage for every orb that he gets, and he can literally take 50 to 60k on a normal hit sometimes. So yeah, you gotta be a little careful. Okay, so I'm not really gonna go. I'll jump into maybe some kind of, like, you know, people you can swap in and out and everything like that. That's kind of what I've gotten here and everything. But one thing to also note is that if you're thinking about bringing stunners and everything, stunners, sealers, you can't do it. Reducing attack, reducing defense, none of that works by the time you hit a certain stage in this event. So unfortunately, you can't really do that, okay? So if you're going the extreme route, now another thing I will quickly mention is that some people have said that they have been able to beat up to level stage 20 using a fusions team, which I could easily see. If you have Super Gogeta, or you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta countering the super attacks and everything, you have Into Gogeta getting in there to deal some massive damage and everything like that, then I can easily see fusions being able to do that. But after stage 20, stage 21 and on, you're not really gonna be able to do that or anything like that, okay? So that's where the extreme team comes in, or the Angel Golden Frieza comes in, okay? So let's go with the extreme team. So first off, people, I personally think that you definitely need, if you want to make this type of team work, especially with Brawly's major flaw with his defense and everything like that, it's going to be Golden Frieza and Tech Cell. Yes, Tech Cell actually has a purpose here now. The fact that he can increase his own attack and defense for every orb that is obtained. This team can really get orb hungry. So, especially if you have the LRs in there, which are great to have in there. The LRs make it much, much easier. But of course, you want to be getting like that level 2 super attack, and that's a lot of orbs right there. So if you are going to do that, they have one person I would consider bringing as well, is either this Cell or this Android 17 here, because they both either provide key or they change orbs. 17 changes the orbs, whereas Cell provides the key. So you might consider bringing them if you have a lot of these guys and you're able to do that, okay? But anyway, so as we all know, Frieza, as long as your health is above 50% and everything like that, then he will tank like a beast. He's gonna save your butt in this event more times than, well, I can count, basically. Cell, on the other hand, he can, if you get him some decent amount of orbs, if you have him anywhere in the ability system at all. Personally, I don't actually, and he can still tank a decent hit, no problem. So he's good to get onto there as well, especially if, again, you give him some orbs and everything like that. The LRs, if you're lucky enough to have summoned for them and got them, and you've gotten them up to LR stats, even if they're only SA 10, because his SA attack is farmable, then go ahead and put him on the team as well. Now, this Piccolo here, this King Piccolo, this guy is really good. He provides key and everything like that. So it is really nice. I'm trying to get his stats up here. That's not what I want to do. Hover, nope. Nope, we're not going to do that. Where are you, Piccolo? Come on, I know you're in here somewhere. I know. Oh, here he is. Okay. Press and hold. Okay. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so anyway, so his passive skill basically gives all extreme types key +3, attack up 25%. Again, that's really nice right there for the maybe the lack of links in some of these guys, because you have to admit, someone like Super Saiyan 3 Brawl, he's not going to be linking well with like Frieza and everything like that. The only thing they have is fierce battle potential, you know, essentially. Yeah, see that one link right there? That's fierce battle right there. So again, the links are a little iffy depending on your units, especially if you are limited, okay? Now, this Turles right here, I was originally saying bring him and everything like that, because you can get a stun with him, not to mention that he gives himself +3 key, attack, and defense up 60%. So he's a decent person for the first 7 turns, where he can probably take a decent hit, would be my guess. The stun, unfortunately, can't really be used because, as you know, you can't stun this Goku and everything like that. So Turles, I still think, is a good card to bring if you are limited on your options, but again, he might kind of be that kind of option. Again, Cell and 17 were more for the orbs into key here. Mass Saiyan. Usually, I would say, yes, bring this guy, lowering the attack and everything. You know, he raises his own defense because you're only facing off against one opponent, and he should be able to tank a good hits. I've tested him out with an extreme team. I brought a Brawly friend, and I brought a Golden Frieza as my leader, just testing it out, essentially, to see how much he get hit for. Mine is, what, 70% in the ability system or something like that, and I still got hit for 40 to 50k sometimes. So Yeah, I'm going to say don't bring him unless you really need someone to link with Brawly and your Brawly's amazing. Then that would be something right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard on that one. But yeah, so other than that, though, some others I can maybe recommend would be Cooler, maybe this Android 13 because he is in-game technically. You have the Nova Shenron here. Although, you know, again, by this moment, you might not even want to run this team. But again, if Extreme Tech is your only option, then you've got some good choices. It's just pretty hard. And I guess one person I totally forgot about was Merge Zomas here because he does link up with the Goku Black really well. I have my maxed out completely 100% rainbowed and everything, but I know a lot of people don't have him. So again, just another one of those cards that if you're able to get, then great. But Extreme Tech, in my personal opinion, is not the best way to go about this. And I'm going to tell you why, because we are going to go on to the next team, and that is our our Revival Warriors team. Now, this team right here, like I said before, I've gone up to stage 38 or 39 right now in this event thing, and this is my team. This is literally my team right here, okay? Or at least the left side is. The left side is my team, and then I've got some other choices that you can obviously throw in there, and I've got a couple others. In fact, I want to add this guy in there right now because he is also in the Revive Warriors category. To my knowledge, he should be at least. Again, if I am wrong, correct me in the comments and everything like that. But nonetheless, Cell is amazing. Frieza is the main, he's one of the main hitters. Good Frieza friend. This dude's doing 1,000,000 damage, no problem to this. Goku's got about 7 or 8 life bars. By the time you're hitting around stage 25, so I mean, if we're still technically back at the stage 20 right now, then this guy's easily gonna be doing a lot of damage for you. In fact, the Frieza as well, because by this stage, by the time you're hitting stage 21 and higher, again, agility, physical strength, super and extreme types are doing reduced damage, and not to mention that all super types, no matter what type they are not going to be they're going to be doing reduced damage as well, okay? Now, you might be asking yourself, Talon, why is Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku in there? Well, for me personally, he is rainbowed, and the dude can take a hit. If you don't know, by the time you get to stage 30 and you keep going up and up and up, every single time you can go up to the next stage, Goku's attack, defense, and HP all increase, albeit very little after stage 30 and everything like that. But it does make a difference. But Goku here can actually tank for about 5,000 damage, no problem, when someone like Cell is still hitting, you know, taking about 12,000, 17,000 sometimes, depending on how many orbs I get him. Because again, he's kind of dependent on the orbs, and I have absolutely nothing into the ability system for him. So I kind of want dupes of him now, only for this though. I'm telling myself I can't go for the stones right now. So yeah, but the Goku is really nice because he links up well. He's got that revival link, which again gives everyone +2 ki who has that same thing. So he links well with Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza, Cell, and then obviously for me, I actually have this LR Majin Vegeta. Is that even the right LR Majin Vegeta? I think it is. Yes, that is the right LR Majin Vegeta. But now LR Majin Vegeta, again, he's an extreme type, but he's agility, so he's already doing reduced damage. But, you know, I have him at SA18 now, but he can actually take a decent hit. Although, stage 39, he's now taking 29k, so starting to think I need to get someone else in there, but I don't have anyone else, so that's the problem. But again, so that is why those two are in there. They can take some damage. Kid Buu is a sneaky all-star on this team because, yes, he doesn't have key links, but if you're able to set up the key perfectly for him, he can not only get a super attack on and, you know, just destroy and do a ton of damage, he heals you. And as you guys know, you can't use items in this. So Kid Buu is sneakily being really good. I changed him out for Strength Cell around stage 25, and because I put Tech Cell on for Strength, and then I also switched out my Physical Bardock. And this is the team, and this is basically the team right here that you are seeing on the left side. This is the team that keeps going strong. It's going to go for a while, and then eventually I'll have to switch some stuff out, okay? Now, obviously, not everyone has these cards, so who else can you bring? You can bring this Brawly right here, this Bio Brawly. He increases his own defense by 100% when you are facing off against one opponent, because you're only facing one opponent here. So if you really needed a tank, he's not bad, but he's not obviously going to be doing as well as Golden Frieza is. He definitely doesn't take that much damage. Again, also, LR Brawly's on here. LR Bojack is here as well. I know a lot of people have LR Brawly. I don't, so, I mean, you guys know that. So that is really good as well. I believe, again, that this King Piccolo is part of the Revival Warriors category, essentially. So that is definitely something to keep out right there. You know, there are other Golden Friezas you can bring. There's the Int Golden Frieza, I believe. If I take off Tech and I go to Int, If I can find that Int Golden Frieza, it's just a normal one. It's that old OG one that we've had for who knows how long. It's this one right here. This is a Dokkan form. He links up really well with this, with the Angel Golden Frieza. So he's not bad if you really want to buff your Angel Golden Frieza and let him hit like no tomorrow. So that's also someone else you can put into there. I believe, oh yeah, so this King Piccolo as well, he's good. He lowers all enemy attack by 25%. That's really nice right there. Not to mention this cooler right here is also, I don't know why I clicked and dragged that, but you can also bring this cooler into here. He provides +3 ki to all extreme types, not to the super types, but to the extreme types. And then he also has like Shocky Speed and everything like that, and he increases attack by 30%. In terms of potential other tanks, I can't unfortunately really think of any right now. You know, all of those lovely tanks went to the super types, unfortunately. So they're definitely not going to be getting a boost here. Again, if you have the LRs, by all means, the LRs are great to bring. Other than that, though, I mean, I guess if you wanted to bring this Boo, you can. He's self-sufficient after you get hit once, but the dude can't really take a hit. So that is a downside right there. Another card, actually, is you can actually bring this Boo. He's totally farmable. He's the in-game one. And if I remember correctly, he actually heals you. Oh, no, sorry, he only gives +2 ki. Never mind, that was totally off. It's been so long since I've seen that, guys. But if your HP's 50% or above, he gets +2 ki, so it's kind of self-sufficient, I guess. Not the greatest again, but, you know, it's just another choice that you have right there. But yeah, so other than that, though, I want to just kind of break this down again. I feel like maybe it wasn't, you know, I might have jumped around a little bit when it came to talking about certain characters just because of how things come out. But basically the way it's going to go, guys, is that stages 1 through 15, bring any team you want. I can take it out with an all in-game tech team. You guys should have no problem with either, okay? Stage 16 to 20, you need to start bringing a little bit harder hitters, fusion teams, any kind of category leads you potentially have. That's basically what it's going to do, and it's going to be not that bad for anybody, basically. 21 and higher is where it definitely gets harder. You need either Extreme Tech or the Reborn Warriors one, okay? So the category lead. So Angel Golden Frieza, bringing him along as a leader is definitely going to help. If you don't have Angel Golden Frieza, I'm going to put this out right now before ending the video. If you don't have him, there is an Angel Golden Frieza that's kind of like a baby leader to him, but it's not the greatest. So maybe if you have everyone, like if you have LRs and you have Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, you have all these other guys and everything like that, but you don't have him, then, you know, the Angel Golden Frieza, then you can bring this one, just the Angel Frieza. Angel Frieza here is, again, the baby leader. He is, oops, I want to put that guy back on there. He is, again, he will give all Reborn Warriors ki +2, attack and defense up 20%. So he doesn't give that HP, but it's better than nothing because you can at least bring the Angel Golden Frieza friend and hopefully get somewhere eventually. Again, you might die by the time you get up to stage 25, 26, or 27. Again, that's the unfortunate downside right there. So everyone's got different cards. I know people are going to be like, can I beat it with this team? You just got to try it out. And I know that sounds like a very vague answer when it comes to trying to answer all these at once, but it takes no act. It's gonna take some luck as well when it comes to getting perfect rotation sometimes. You're just gonna have to try it out. And again, it doesn't take any act. So if it bugs you, just step away from it. Like anything in life, take a deep breath, walk around a little bit, go running or something like that, and then come back and then try it again, okay? There are definitely ways to do this. You've seen people on Twitter and everything like that. We retweet a lot of the Japanese players over here that try to do these crazy teams and everything like that. And again, like we're using the Devilman and everything. So it does work. It is possible to take down, up to stage 30 with certain types of teams. You just got to be willing to play around a little bit and see what works the best for you. Trying out different cards, trying games that are cards that are farmable in the game or that you summon for. I'm going to be trying out different teams and everything like that in the near future. So, we're going to have to try different things. So, again, try your best, guys. I still know a lot of people are going to ask in the comments, you know, like, does this team work? Will this be work? Just, you got to try it out, okay? I can't look at every single person's deck. Everyone's got different scenarios and everything like that, whether you can buy stones or you can't buy stones. But I know people who can't buy stones have amazing luck and they've been able to pull pretty much everything. So, you got to go in there with your best team. Remember, again, that all types, all super types, and then agility, strength, and physical for both types, extreme and super, do reduce damage by the time you're getting to stage 20. Extreme, tech, and intel are your best bets, along with a few super tech types that can help you for blocking, okay? Okay, guys, so I know lots of information. Hopefully this helped you a little bit. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And again, check out this website if you get the chance to. It is really good. So yeah. Anyway, guys, again, that's going to be it for the video. Until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.